eventually as a marketing and communications professional. I really appreciate it. Now, to officially kick off this program, I would like to start by welcoming our distinguished speakers and guests in attendance. Please join me as we welcome Seattle Mayor Lucero. We also would like to welcome Undersecretary of Commerce for Minority Business Development, Mr. Donald R. Craig. Welcome. We also would like to welcome two Council Councilmen, Gurmai Sabilai for, in this case, for King County District. Yeah. We also would like to welcome from Office of Governor Jay Inslee, Melissa Littleton. She is regional representative for South Sun. Welcome. From Office of U.S. Representative Camila Jayapal, we also would like to welcome Michael Tanaka, Outreach and Grants Coordinator. We have a few members of the table that we also would like to recognize. Eddie Winter, she's Venture Board of Director and Treasurer. Welcome. Teresa Braston, she's Senior Communications Advisor for the Office of Mayor Lucero. Diana Weingarten, Ventures Board of Director, Mayor. Bienvenida. Melanie Martin is with us here today. She's Deputy District Director for the Seattle District in USSA. Board of Directors member. Bienvenido. Álvaro Gutierrez, Executive Director of Village of Casino Road. Representative for from Harry Murray Office. To all of you, our deepest welcome. We are really happy to have you with us today. So, bienvenidos. Es un placer tenerlo con nosotros el día de hoy. As we continue with this program, I would like to welcome to the stage Ventures Executive Director Monique Valenzuela to deliver the opening remarks. Monique joined Ventures in June of 2023. Overcoming the challenges and obstacles of being a female small business owner when she co-founded the award-winning Tacoma restaurant, helped leverage her experiences of successful entrepreneurship as a hospitality management instructor at Clover Park Technical College. Prior to her role with Ventures, Monique served as Executive Director of the Youth Marine Foundation and CEO of the affiliate companies, achieving a $3.5 million capital campaign in under a year to build a world-class training vessel to Puget Sound. She was previously appointed by the Tacoma City Council to serve for 5 years as a member of the Tacoma Public Utility Board, setting policy and managing a $2 billion biennial budget. Monique's approach to innovative operations, outstanding service to the community, and collaborative mentorship resulted in her being recognized by U.S. Representative Derek Kilmer in the Congressional Record in 2013. Thank you, Monique, for making us proud. Orgullo Latino sin lugar a dudas. Now, please join me as we welcome Monique Valenzuela.
I won't take long so we can get to the good stuff, the really good stuff. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here today and celebrating this momentous occasion and this fantastic announcement. As Executive Director for Ventures Nonprofit, I first would like to have my staff raise their hands. I think they're mostly all out in the hallway, some in the back, but they put all of this together in a record time, so please give them a hand. I think you're a partnership. For those of you that don't know, Ventures is a nonprofit that helps aspiring entrepreneurs change their lives through small business ownership. The clients that Ventures serve are generally underrepresented and face large barriers to small business ownerships, whether it's understanding what a FICO credit score is, or understanding how that predatory loan can hurt them in their dreams, Ventures does all of the work to create wraparound services. We start off with an 8-week business basic course in which we deliver products in Spanish and in English and make sure that every would-be entrepreneur understands what the business basics are, if their product or business model is actually achievable from a financial point of view, and how we can help them bring that to life. The next step is through our microloan program and through a lot of our capital program. Right here in this very spot where hundreds and hundreds of people have started their dreams, we do that now with our retail incubation program. Just a couple steps from the iconic fish throwing company, we have over 41 micro businesses that sell their products in our 4 walls. We take on the lease so that they don't have to. And as they get to grow their business and learn more about it, we then help them get into their own brick and mortar. But Ventures is more than that. Ventures is about dreams, and Ventures is about support. Because while we may have a great idea, what our clients don't have sometimes is the knowledge. Our staff is made up of over 24 individuals that provide hundreds of free technical assistant hours to these business owners. We do it nights, we do it mornings, we provide it at any time that's available to them in their language that is very, very much understandable. But more than that, Ventures is here to launch businesses that change lives. My inspiration is our clients, but my inspiration as a young woman that I know, that now as an executive remembers being a 13-year-old homeless girl who had hope and faith from her mother. That young girl who was single at 19 with a baby never thought that someday she'd be standing before you today. I changed my life through small business ownership and was appointed to run multi-billion-dollar companies. That couldn't have happened without understanding what a PLL was or signing the front of a paycheck. But that is why I'm here, and I'm going to move on to the good stuff. We can't wait to launch more Moniques because with this grant, with the announcement we'll have today, we'll be able to exponentially grow our capacity and provide the information, the dreams, and the knowledge that our clients need so they can change their lives through small business ownership in our state, in our city. So welcome everyone, and I would like to please present Mr. Michael Tanaka, who has a special letter he's going to read from our conversation.
Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Tanaka. I serve as Congresswoman Jayapal's Outreach Grants Coordinator. While she unfortunately could not be here today, she did prepare some remarks that I would like to share with you. Friends, I am honored to send a message of congratulations to Ventures for receiving a grant from the Minority Business Development Association's Capital Readiness. I would also like to extend a special welcome to Undersecretary Cravens on the occasion of your visit to Seattle. This award is a testament to Venture's unwavering dedication to supporting small business development in the Puget Sound region. Since 1995, Ventures has played a key role in empowering entrepreneurs with limited resources through access to training, capital, coaching, and educational opportunities. The organization's focus on serving women, people of color, immigrants, and people with low incomes is integral to creating an equitable small business environment. Venture's work provides a pathway to achieving it. The Capital Readiness Program, administered by the Minority Business Development Administration, is the most significant direct federal investment of its kind in small business incubators and accelerators. I am proud to have fought for the bold American Rescue Plan that funded this program. The program represents the federal government's commitment to equitable development across the country. Though I could not join you today in person, I am deeply inspired by Venture's work. Congratulations again, and thank you to Undersecretary Cravens for your work to implement and uplift the Capital Readiness Program. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael Tanaka, on behalf of Congresswoman Pamela Jayapal for your kind words. Now I have the incredible honor to welcome Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell to this scenario for the station remark. A familiar face that will have taught us that together we can restore our city and build the Seattle we all want to see. So please join me in welcoming Mayor Bruce Harrell.
Okay, so some of you heard me speak before, so full disclaimer, I'm not going to be on my A game. I flew in last night around 3 or 4 o'clock from Hawaii. Much needed vacation. And I posed as a Hawaiian for about a week over there. And so I come back, and unfortunately, I come back early for a funeral. And I mention that to say that the person, sorry. I'll pick it up. Gotta get jiggy with it. There's a brother, Professor David Jackson, that passed away. Some of you know the work that he did at Seattle University. He died very young, 50s. And he's working on a project with the city of Seattle called the Liberty Project, which is a sweet spot for what we're doing. Liberty Project is a partnership with Seattle University, State 100, University of Washington, and many of you looking at opportunities for Black, something like looking at the $900 million that we spend in goods and services in the city of Seattle, assisted with an executive order that for us to look at the $230 million spent for Black minority businesses to see how can we double down and do much better than actually life for this kind of work. Now for the work that they did for diversity and inclusion work, and I say that because it's still going on. I have to be a little early. I say that to say that in our country right now, I don't think there's any more important work than this work. Right? And while I'm going to get on my notes here in a minute because I'm very Craven says do. This work that's coming from the Biden administration couldn't be more. Now, I often think about when my Japanese grandparents came here to start a business, they started flower shops. Actually, they started grocery shops, and they actually got the flowers selling more than anything. So they went all in on the flowers. They named my mother Rose, and they were doing very, very well up until they were interned because the government interned. I thought about that they didn't have the infrastructure to do that. They didn't have mayors talking. They didn't have the Biden administration talking about we're going to hire someone for the first time as undersecretary's work. I mean, they didn't talk about this unprecedented kind of leadership. They didn't have groups like Table 100. Think about my Black grandfather who came here with no college education, but ultimately was able to develop property, his own apartment building here in Seattle, built his own house. The 2 kids through school, both of them held master's degrees, PhDs here at the University of Washington. Dad didn't go to college. He was hard-headed of 3, but he ended up doing well because he was no stranger to hard work. That's what we have to do. We have to also put it on work. So through Congress leaders, through local leaders, through federal leaders, we're trying to get this done. Ventures for over 27 years have been putting this kind of work. That's why their tireless work and our entrepreneurs through business development services to help everyone in this community is, well, let me just put it this way, the word is well deserved. Hard work, no excuses. We are now, I'm the mayor of the fastest growing city in the country. Very wealthy city. We have a lot of things to be proud about. But we also have a soft underbelly here where we are not doing nearly as well as we should for underrepresented Black, minority, immigrant, women-owned businesses, LGBT plus IA organizations. However you describe the demographic of people who are not empowered. And as the second person of color hold this position as mayor, I am all in with you. That is why I'm saying that I'm excited to, again, I'm trying to pick up my momentum. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm still jet lagged. But I'm here to celebrate this investment by the administration that will propel Venture's ability to continue to support the work. I had the opportunity when elected, personally elected, to meet the president, president, vice president a few times, talk about this particular work. I will tell you that when Undersecretary Don Cravens, when he became the first ever Undersecretary of Commerce for Minority Business Development, where he leads the Minority Business Development Agency, that is truly historical. That's history.
Yes.
That's history. And sometimes in a world where we're filled with criticism, we have to give people due, and this is very appropriate. So having said that, I'm going to introduce the Secretary, but I'm going to do it better than just a few words. I'm going to say that he is the first ever Undersecretary. I'm going to go to my radio. Undersecretary of Commerce for Minority Business Development, where he leads the Minority Business Development Agency. He was unanimously confirmed by the U.S. Senate in August 2022. Prior to his role, he served in the Louisiana State Legislature. Some boy down here. That's my father. My father born and raised in New Orleans. He served in the Louisiana State Legislature as director of the U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, and as the executive vice president and chief operating officer for the National Urban League. In addition, serving as undersecretary, he is also a U.S. Army lieutenant colonel and the D.C. Judge Advocate General J.G. Ford. And he and his wife, Yvette, I'm sure she's your better half, Yvette Cravens, who I believe is an attorney, if I'm not mistaken. They have 3 children and they reside in Maryland. So let's give Undersecretary a warm shout of welcome right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? It is great to be in this wonderful state, this wonderful city. It's the only place I could go. It would be raining and chilly, and this is awesome. And I'm so proud to be able to be with you today. First of all, as the mayor said, I'm Don Cravens, and I do have the blessing, the honor to serve as our nation's first Undersecretary of Minority Business Development. But I'm not here today to talk about it. I'm here to recognize success, the winner, and building. And so I want to thank Ventures Executive Director Monique Valenzuela and her entire team for inviting me to be here for what is going to be an exciting day in Seattle as well as for the entire state. I also want to thank you, Mayor Harrell, for attending today's press conference, especially in light of the fact that your vacation and you had other duties. I know your work is important, but thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting your cities, continuously supporting your city's efforts to help the underestimated. Those, as you said, the folks who have been unserved, underserved, who've been left behind. Thank you so much for your work. In order for us, Undersecretary, yes, sir. I know you have some remarks. Yes. Is there any way you can slip in the fact that the Huskies are rated number 2? DC recognized. Is that anywhere in your notes? I'm sorry. I'm not in trouble. My team is not in the top. I've been back to that Louisiana at some point at LSU, so I'm not going to do that. But you did. And in order for these programs to work, ladies and gentlemen, as the mayor says, it's got to make sense, right? You need your local elected officials, your state elected officials, your federal elected officials. And so I'm just honored to be here and be able to partner with team members like the mayor in this commitment. I also have to thank our congressional delegation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, your congressional delegation is very much like any other congressional delegation, especially when it comes to supporting the minority business development agency. I'm here because Ventures won a phenomenal opportunity that I'm going to talk about. I'm here because you have a wonderful mayor with good things in Louisiana. But let me be clear. I'm also here because of Senators Cantwell, because of Senators Murray, Congresswoman Giapol, because those women have not only been supportive of the agency, they've been supportive of the work that I have done throughout my career. Maria Campbell is the chair in Congress. And so nothing gets done with the Department of Commerce without her touch, without her control, without her input, is what I'm trying to say. Patty Murray is an appropriator. That means something, ladies and gentlemen. And so I said that to say part of the reason I want to be here too is because we just would not have that permanent agency that we have, but for those women, those powerful women in Congress who are doing the hard work and who are being intentional. And so I want to thank them, and I ask that we please give them all of the congressional delegation of Washington State. A round of applause. On behalf of the President, on behalf of the Vice President and my Secretary Romando, I am honored to be here today, and I'm excited to tell you about the Minority Business Development Agency's new historic program, which is known as the Capital Readiness Program. Now, let me start with this. Those of you who don't know about MBDA, MBDA has actually been around for 54 years. We were created by Richard Nixon in 1969, but we were created as a presidential authority agency. So for 52 years, we existed as a temporary agency. Each president reconfirmed us, reauthorized us, until 2021 in the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act. We've all heard about that bill that is investing money all across America. A piece of that act that doesn't get as much play, and the mayor talked about it, was the fact that in that act was the Minority Business Development Act, which for the first time in 50 years made the MBDA a permanent agency. And what that means is now in America's history, for the first time, as the mayor said, you have an agency, ladies and gentlemen, that every day I get up with my team of folks and we go to the Department of Commerce. We've got one mission. It's the growth and global competitiveness of minority business enterprises. And those are enterprises that are run by people who have come from socially or economically disadvantaged backgrounds. And so that's the work we do. And we do it unapologetic in our department. And so we accomplish our mission really in two ways. First, we do it by providing technical assistance to minority business enterprises, educate them. We have 131 business centers and programs now. I started a year and a half ago, we had 88. We're up to 131 thanks to the support from the President and Congress. Second, we do so by working to break down the barriers that minority business enterprises continue to face. Some of those systemic challenges that some try to act have gone away or claim they don't exist anymore, but everyone in this room knows still exists in America. And we work to erase those and to break down those barriers. Now, through this Capital Readiness Program, we're going to make the largest expansion of our business center program in our history, in our 54-year history. So let me tell you about the Capital Readiness Program. It's capital with an A, money capital, not state capital, not building capital, money capital. The Capital Readiness Program is a $125 million program. It's a technical assistance program as well, and it is specifically designed, surgically designed to help underserved entrepreneurs launch and grow their businesses. Through the program, MBDA is going to fund 43 new business centers, incubators, accelerators to help entrepreneurs start their business and or grow their business. And so we were looking for the best, ladies and gentlemen, because the purpose of the Capital Readiness Program is to prepare our business owners to secure capital, money, from the State Small Business Credit Initiative, which the mayor talked about earlier, I think Michael may mention too, which is a $10 billion fund that the president has sent to the states, of which Washington State is going to receive $163 million. So let me repeat that. Washington State is going to receive $163 million through a fund called the State Small Business Credit Initiative, designed to help get money into the hands of state small businesses. But the Treasury Department and the president said more to make sure that our entrepreneurs hear about these resources. So we created this $125 million program. And so our intent is to get people ready to go get some of that $163 million. Or to go to their bank, or their CDFI, or their credit union, or their venture capital, but to get people ready to go. So that's why I'm proud to announce that in the $125 million, we had 1,000 applicants. 1,000 people wanted 125. Mayor, I made I disappointed a lot of people, 960 something people. But I didn't disappoint in Seattle, Washington, because and 43 winners is the Ventures organization. So 1 out of 1,000 applicants. And we are awarding Ventures with over $2.8 million to build on their 27 years of experience serving socially and economically disadvantaged entrepreneurs across the entire state. Great for Seattle, but great for the entire region. With this funding, they'll be able to expand the small business services and incubator services they've been working on, their micro enterprise services, and their underserved entrepreneurs, they can help more entrepreneurs looking to launch their new businesses. I got a chance to tour and see their space. It's phenomenal. And what the men and women and the people are doing in that space, the entrepreneurs, that is the American. That was what I saw today is the American dream. So this is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. People, this is a big deal. This is the largest ever program, federal program, technical assistance program in our nation's history. And it was important that Mbda be part of it. That's why being permanent matters. And so it was important for us too. When we developed the program, we knew it was important to find 43 groups that got people, that understood how to meet people where they are. That is what equity is all about. Understanding that we don't all come to the party with the same dances, right? We want people to pull themselves up by the bootstraps in this country, but we sometimes forget that not all people have boots and not all people were born with straps, right? And that is what Ventures does, and that's why we chose them. There's no one-size-fits-all approach that works in this space. A challenge facing a Black-owned business in downtown Seattle, it just may not be the same challenge facing a woman-owned business in Bellingham or a rural entrepreneur in Leavenworth. Those people have different needs, different concerns, maybe have different challenges. Ventures gets it. Ventures gets it. We have to serve them all. That's why we selected them. They understand the unique needs. They understand that equity is the key to giving every American a shot at the entrepreneurial dream as well. And so when we know when government invests with intention, when you have the right leadership, the right investment, it works. It works. Equity works. And so I'm very, very proud to be here today. And I'll just leave you by saying this. The mayor talked about his ancestry. We all come from various ancestries. And as an African American growing up in the Deep South, I can only think about my grandparents there, always hoping there would be a day where some help would come from people who look like them. And we in the minority community, all minority community, we've been praying and praying. Help is on the way, help is on the way. Help's gotta come at some point. But what we know is most times that help has never come. And if it has come, it's been too little too late. This is different if we make it different, ladies and gentlemen. The investment that the president is making, the members of Congress who are investing and voting to make sure that infrastructure dollars are getting to all sides of Seattle, all districts in Seattle, having a mayor who understands it, having organizations like Venture have tools and resources to get it, we can make this time in American history one that benefits both sides of Seattle, or all sides of Seattle, one that benefits all sides of the country. So I'm honored to be here with you today. This is the beginning of a great relationship. We're so proud to have Venture now part of the Mbda family. And we're so proud to be part of your wonderful, beautiful family that you have too. So thank you so much, and God bless all of you.
I have to be honest. It's gonna be really hard for me to come back to this podium after hearing from Mayor Carroll in these trainings, but I promise I'll do my best. So I'm gonna ask you to join me, as well as Lisa, please, if you can work on, if you can come to the stadium, to this scenario. Also Michael Tanaka, and I'm gonna call Ventures Board of Directors members, if you can please join us as well, as we're trying to get a photo, because of course, it's always up to you.